Welcome to Yoga with Carolyn. I'm super excited today. Of course, I love all of our poses, but this one, it's an arm balance again, 8 angle pose, and it's just a lot of fun to get into. Sometimes, like with crow or some of the other ones, our face is coming towards the mat. So this is a little bit different, but the same at the same time, right? So let's get started. So sitting up tall, let's start to roll through those shoulders. We're just going to bring a little awareness, a little bit of blood to those shoulders. We're going to need them today. And let's take those arms above our head as we inhale. Exhale, release our right hand, reach over and out with our inhale. Let's come back up. Exhale, release that left over and out with our right. Inhale, come up. Let's interlace our fingers, stretching our wrists, our forearms, creating space. And exhale, let's start to release. Let's make our way onto our hands and our knees. We're going to come into a cat-cow to begin with. So my shoulders are stacked right over my wrists, and my hips are over my knees. And let's take that spine, inhale. Big motion here. Exhale, rounding. Now this one, I want you to draw that navel up and in. Feel that core connection. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rounding. Inhale again, lengthening. Exhale, round. Then we're going to come back to a flat spine, and we're going to walk our knees together, extending our right leg and our left arm. So this whole idea of this part is that core connection. Feel that core work as we inhale, lengthen, as we exhale, round, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, one more time, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen, and release. So reach out through that left arm, or left leg, right arm. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, exhale, knee to elbow. Pause. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, release. Now we're going to do a little bit of some chaturangas because this 8 angle pose takes chaturanga arms. So let's walk ourselves forward. We're just going to stay in a kneeling. I don't need a lot of work. Now I want you to think about your hands. I like them like this. Now if my elbows flare way too much, I can slightly turn the hands. That'll force those elbows in. So shoulders slightly over the wrists. Heart leads the way. Press up. Then we feel that core connection as well. One more time. Press back up. Let's sink back into a child's pose. Flip your palms, let the back of the hands rest on that one breath. Now we're going to come forward and we're going to stretch our wrists out. I'm just going to turn sideways so you can see me. We're going to turn our fingertips towards each other, press down through our palms. And turn those hands out. So why don't I just get right into the pose? Because I'm assuming you're not coming to me super warm. Or maybe you've never done this before. Or maybe your wrists bother you. Now we're going to turn those fingertips towards our knees. So I like breaking it down, but I like warming it up. I like the connection. Because maybe we don't get the full connection today, but we connect to one part of it. And let's release. Now we're going to come back up onto our hands and knees in that tabletop position. And let's take our feet back. Find our high plank. Exhale, let's find our down dog. Now we're going to step our left foot through, come down onto our left knee. As we inhale, we're going to sweep those arms up. So what I'm looking for is a nice big stretch right here, right? Now let's fold on the inside, hang out here. We're going to be here just a little bit longer. Now, if I can do this, maybe drop to my forearms, right? That one more big breath right here. Come back up. Now let's curl under those right toes. Left foot steps back, drop back into our heels. Let's step our right foot forward, come down onto our knee. Take those arms up. And exhale, let's fold. Now I didn't tell you, but after we do this one, if you happen to have blocks that are not handy, but you can go grab, go ahead and pause the video. I'll put it in the notes that we need blocks. I think we probably just need one, but 2 is always good if we have them. If we don't have blocks, to have a book. It just is gonna add a little extra, don't need it, so if we don't have it, don't stress it. Take that right hand back on the outside, curl under our left toes, right foot steps back, find our down dog. Now let's extend that left leg. We're gonna draw our left knee to our chest, hold that plank, feel that core work, inhale, extend. Step that left foot through this time, come down onto our right knee. So let's say when I was here and I came down to my forearms, it was easy. Or maybe it wasn't. So I have options. Forearms can rest on the block. But here's what I'm gonna think about. I'm gonna place my block under that left foot. I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna drop to my forearms. And then I'm gonna take my left arm and take it underneath. I'm just gonna hang out here. I'm gonna hug that left knee onto that left shoulder. One more breath. And then slowly come out. Now let's take that left foot off the block. Place that block just up the top of our mat. Curl under the right toe. Step the left foot back. Find our down dog. Now let's extend our right toes. Draw the right knee to the chest. Pause. Feel that core work. Inhale, extend. Right foot steps through. Come down onto our left knee. Now I already know I'm going right to having that right foot on the block, so I'm just going to place it there. Come on the inside. Drop to the forearms. Maybe walk that right hand underneath. So even if I'm just using this as hip openers, I can hang out right here. My hip is getting amazing. I don't even need the block, right? This just kind of helps me get that right knee on top of that shoulder a little bit more. Breathing. One more big breath. And slowly release. Let's release that block. Ooh. Curl under our left toes. Take the right foot back. Find our down dog. Now let's come down onto our hands and knees. How are we feeling? Good? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend both of our legs. I'm going to go a little bit angled so you can kind of see everything. We're going to take our hands behind us. And let's bend our knees and lift the hips. And then let's draw those hips back through our hands without touching our behinds. Come back up. One more time. So what do I need to do? I really need to pull up from the bottom, right? And release. Very nice. Face you guys again. So my left leg can be extended. I can tuck underneath in this. We're just going to bring this right leg. Now options. Hang out under here. We're going to wrap this leg open. Maybe I'm going to wrap my left hand around. Cradle in the left elbow. Right foot is flexed. Right hand comes around. And again, I can take that left leg. And now, I want to be long. I want to be lifted. One more. And slowly extend that right leg. So we're sitting up tall. We can take our hands around that left leg. Or take that right arm, flex the left foot. Find that cradle, and tuck my right leg in. Just sitting up nice and tall. You can rock. Draw that knee in. Very nice. And we're going to release that foot. Let's bring our soles of our feet together. And let those knees go wide. We really need to open these inner thighs. So let's just fold into it. We're going to be here a moment. Just thinking about our core connection. So in this pose, it does take our wrists and our arms, but the biggest part that'll either help us up or keep us on the ground is our core. So we're really going to think about that today. So as we go through this, I want you to think of that feeling, that knee to elbow feeling. What did that feel like to us? Let's take ourselves up. We're going to bring that right leg, left leg on the bottom, right leg on top, flex both feet. I just want you to get into this position, sit up tall. We're going to fold, stretch those glutes out. They're going to help us get in to this as well. very shortened version of everything that we could do. We could turn this into a full practice. Take that right leg underneath, left leg on top. You want to add the sun salutations before this, please do. You want to add the power yoga before this, please do. Any of the flows, they'll get you warmed up in those hips. And slowly come up. So I'm going to start with our options first, and then we'll work our way into our full pose. Now, my block. Book anything in between. Oh, here comes Scout. Buddy, you want to lay down? Okay. He's got it. We're going to take this block, and we're going to place it underneath, and this is just going to help us get everything put up in the right place. So hip, or just on the side, we're going to draw our right hip on top. So I'm going to bring my hands out like they'd be chaturanga arms, right? So my legs are exactly how they're going to end up. I'm going to draw my heels in. I'm going to start to thread my left arm underneath. Now my right leg is going to cross my left. And I'm just going to extend my legs. My hip is on the block. And I'm just going to do that. It's going to give me, it's going to start to fire up all this core. Let's do that one more time. So left leg, right leg, pull, elbows in. I'm not lifting off the block, I'm just leaning forward. Come in. Let's try that on the left. And I could have lifted my hip, and if you did, great. I'm off for it. Just want to get the movement of the pose before we really get on. Okay, set that left hip. Extend those legs, hands in front, draw the knees in, threading that right arm underneath. I gotta pick up my leg first. Cross the left, slightly forward as I cross the legs out. Now my elbows are hugging in, my core is hugging in. Everything is working. Now, if I would like to continue to use my block, I'm going to put it back underneath the right hip. I'm going to ditch my block. Let's say I don't have a block or I don't have a book. If I have a blanket just to allow myself to be up a little bit higher, that's great. So I'm going to take this left leg and I'm going to bring my left foot into my right hand. And I'm just going to start to bring it back. As I take my left arm, I'm going to thread it underneath. So this heel is drawing in towards my body. I'm going to cross my right ankle over the left. I'm going to lift my hips and extend as I lower my chest. So if I'm on the block and my legs are extended, I'm just going to lift that hip, right? So I'm going to show my age. Suzanne Summers, Thigh Master. I draw my thighs around my elbow. Let's switch sides. So again, I can have the block underneath that left hip. So I'm going to take that right hand, right foot in the left hand, thread my right arm underneath. My right leg is drawing that heel in. That's how I keep it attached. Cross the left leg, raise the hips, extend, lower in. So again, if I'm here and I'm on that block, I can lift my hips. And maybe that's a little bit easier. Well, I hope you've enjoyed 8 angle pose with me. Come back to seated. Remember, yoga is a practice. Practice, play, have fun, and don't take it too serious. Let's sit up tall. Inhale, take those arms up overhead. As we exhale, let's draw our hands to our heart center. And thank you all so very much for sharing your yoga practice with me today. The divine light in me honors and acknowledges the divine light in you. Namaste. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and let's get everybody in some party poses.